Welcome back.
Restricted access.
We're in a restricted access.
Wanted here.
Nope,
Something
sorry.
does not like us.
You're not getting rid of me that easily, Minerva.
Should I go up?
Oh, there's a little treasure chest there.
Huh. Might be able to pull that open.
That was the wrong button. I can't remember how to pull it out here. Oh, there we go.
Or is it the one on top?
This leads.
I kind of want to check out that other door before we go too far.
Sure. Yeah, whatever.
Minerva's shutting me out.
That crosses the main way though. Oh, locked.
Locked,
Okay.
that's why.
There you go.
There we go. So we can go vent climbing.
I can feel a draft above. Might be a way out of this shaft.
My God.
Ooh, green stuff. That's just like expensive.
Green shine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, red.
Looks like another part of the facility.
Can you over red?
Don't think I'm getting through that door right now. I should turn back, see what else I can find.
I'll have to go up where I was, where she said it.
I think you just go up there.
Yeah.
Ooh, outside.
And I'm
Interesting.
outside. I need to find a way back into the facility.
Oh, there's some climbing there.
Yeah.
Close. If I can get Minerva to cooperate, I can merge it with Gaia. Finally bring her back. And we can start fixing the blight, the storms, and maybe she can help me figure out who those strangers in the proving lab were.
Yeah,
Why
I
did
feel
they have
like that's
clone
gonna
of
be a
Elizabeth?
problem with those guys.
Why did they want it back up?
I'm guessing it was glide time.
Maybe. Hopefully. Hopefully you're right, otherwise.
Just going on a grand adventure. Nope. Guess we want to go up.
Ooh.
Ah, another shaft.
You're a shaft.
Okay, now I've got to find a way to plug into this place.
Go this way.
Huh.
My God, this is a long road.
Looks like some kind of dome. Wonder what it's for.
Yeah. No, do I have to fight another thing?
Core penetrated.
No help this time. Have fun.
No. Do I need to set something? Do you think?
I have no idea.
Just in case. I look pretty sweet with that on. Still Gaia.
Minerva, I need the console. Please.
Access denied.
It didn't used to be like this. Do you remember it? Anything? You were part of something bigger once. Something good. Gaia. That's right. She can live again. But only if you give her the chance. I can't reboot her without you.
Light. Cease.
I think you'll disappear into her. Become part of her. Like you used to be.
Misery. Will cease.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Minerva. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Minerva function to original code. Do you wish to initiate heuristic matrix?
Here goes.
She's gonna collect all the pieces.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gaia.
Greetings, Dr. Sobek. A moment. Scanning data.
Oh my god.
So it is Aloy, not Elizabeth. We have much to discuss, but initialization of my heuristic matrix will not be complete for several minutes more. In the meantime, I suggest you familiarize yourself with this facility. It is our best option for a base of operations, and you can make use of its equipment to improve your ability to override machines.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Shall I grant access to your companions? They will be here
I
shortly.
planted on my bomb.
Okay, but don't overwhelm them, okay? They don't have a lot of experience with things like, well, you.
They just blow up. Shit, I should have planted that bomb.
Whoops. Mistakes were made.
So no fake this time?
No. This time she's real. Laurel, Zoe. This is Gaia.
Real.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Gaia's still, waking up. Let's look around.
I will highlight the location of the lab on your focus.
Oh man, this has become the most important place in the world.
No kidding. Now it's good that
Establish
they.
a network between your focuses. allowing you to communicate when apart.
Good. So what was this place?
A regional control center, where Zero Dawn progeny would have overseen terraforming operations in the area.
Interesting.
I suggest you explore this facility, Aloy. That's my initialization.
Okay.
I'm nervous. Something bad's gonna happen.
Well, we don't know where Silence is.
Or the future people.
No.
Like, what if they stop it just before she finishes?
Right.
What's all this?
This was intended as the main gathering space for control center operatives.
You could fit a good number of people in here.
Or maybe just a few. To start with, you two go ahead.
That door leads to the west exit. But
I'll go in
first,
with
we have much to discuss. After you visit the lab.
Right.
A 30-pound dog just stepped on me. It hurt.
Are we gonna start bringing people in here?
Maybe.
This would have been an access point for advanced training modules on terraforming operations. Unfortunately, those modules were deleted when the Apollo database was destroyed.
That's too bad.
So annoying. We might just have a pause for a minute for a dog supper break. wait, we're back. Oh, it was exciting.
The what?
The neighbor's dog ran off on us
That we were babysitting?
that we're babysitting. And then the other neighbor was missing his dog as well. So, but he found, all dogs are found and accounted for. So that's nice.
Yep.
That was more exciting feed than we were anticipating.
Okay.
Anyway, shall we continue?
Yes. Sorry, delayed response.
Cool. This place is cool.
Yeah, it's much more inviting now that the lights are on.
Right? Need some dusting.
Wonder why. How old is this place? Over 1,000
What's
years
this
old?
space for?
The sleep
This would
pods.
have been the sleeping quarters for control center operatives.
Reminds me of the bedhouse aspirants had to sleep in the night before the proving.
Wow.
I didn't realize he was in the proving.
I'm really interested to see what this place is gonna look like once people start coming in.
Why would we be putting people in here?
They were talking about bringing people in here. I mean, you're trying to essentially make this place operative again, right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna probably bring tribe people in
I feel
there.
like there's gonna be a lot of resistance though. Like they didn't even want you going in because it's like where the gods go.
No, but if it's like healing the world,
Yeah, provided that silence doesn't stick his chaotic little fingers into things.
Hey, Gaia? Why doesn't this door have power?
At my current operating level, I am only able to restore functionality to part of this facility. In time, that may change.
Got it.
Right, because there was like a whole bunch of different components we had to find,
So this
right?
place was here all this time. Built for people who would never show up.
Why didn't they?
Remember that guy I told you about? Ted Farrow? He sabotaged things.
sabotage the whole
It
human
wasn't
race.
supposed to be this way.
The worst
like an
person
office.
in all of time.
Correct. The facility was designed with a number of private offices.
I guess it's nice to have a space to call your own.
Is that in reference to something? He seemed kind of sour about that.
Yeah, Mom. I want my own room.
It looks like plants could grow here.
Getting ideas?
Perhaps.
Interesting. Do we need to go down? Oh yeah, I do. Did we see everything in here?
We're up.
Ooh. Oh, this guy.
Have we seen what Hades like? Does Hades have a physical?
I don't think we've seen out like a physical form.
There's a big question mark to your right as well.
I'm only trying to get here.
So this was supposed to be a lab.
That was its intended purpose. Some of the machine data you recovered from the repair bay below us appears to be corrupted. Accessing the terminal in this room will show you how to repair and complete the override.
I'll
Oh
take a
my
look.
god. Wait, am I crafting? Oh my god, I'm crafting overrides.
You don't have the stuff though.
Oh. Oh, I can override this machine now.
Cool. And you need like horns or something to override.
Plow horns, yeah. A wide mouth tusks.
Those guys are terrifying. They're my least favorite.
I really dislike those. I mean, the Triceratops was really shitty too.
But he's like a big boss.
Oh, look
Actually, I
out.
guess the hippo was a big boss too.
That was the hippo. Oh, yeah.
For one of the
Because this was like one of the first ones we did, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was able to repair some of the corrupted overrides. But it looks like I need data from more machine parts to fix the rest.
My initialization is complete. You may continue to explore the facility, Aloy. When you are ready, return to the control room. We have much to discuss.
Looks like another office.
If no one's ever been here, who built all this?
Gaia did. With the help of machines.
I wonder if we ever will see Hades. Like what he looks like.
Probably not the best to just jump down there. Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, he's still part of the program, right?
Right. Because we heard him. We had that whole monologue when he's like, "You can't destroy me," and she's like, "Watch me."
Because I feel like he's still an important part of the program,
I think so.
right? We might still need him,
Oh, I've
which
been
is where
down here
silence is
before.
going to come in.
That's when I first got into the facility.
Is that going to be our base of operations now?
Kind of looks like it. Maybe that's why they're giving you the time to look around. I just think something bad's gonna happen. I'm kind of waiting.
Yeah.
What's all this stuff for?
This facility was designed to process an immense amount of data from the terraforming system. This is where it would have been stored. Aloy, you have now visited all accessible rooms of the facility.
Looks like some kind of storage room.
Well, I guess it's time to go back upstairs.
I'm nervous.
She's going to start giving us tasks.
Hopefully that's all that happens. I'm scared something bad's gonna happen. Like
I feel
silence.
like she's going to talk to us about the
Okay,
weird alien
maybe
people.
it's time to talk to Gaia.
I'll leave you to it.
Hello, Aloy.
Hello.
Hi. So you're ready?
Yes. Initialization is complete. All tests show that my heuristic matrix launched correctly and is stable. You must have many questions.
Yeah. But
Did she
two
look
big
like that in the
ones
first one?
Yeah. Although obviously she had her full body.
We're not going to be able to fix the biosphere without making you whole. I ran a search for your subfunctions at the Hades Proving Lab, but Minerva was the only one I found.
Thankfully, the sensory capabilities of this facility are far more advanced. I will search for the others now. Transmitting query pattern. Receiving. Of Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia, I can find no trace. They are simply gone.
What about the others?
Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon are revealed. They lie within reach, procurable.
And Hephaestus?
It too stands revealed, but it is not like the others.
That's for sure.
In the years since the extinction signal, Hephaestus has evolved. Moreover, it is not confined to a single location. It haunts the global network that connects cauldrons to each other across the planet, making it exceptionally difficult to subdue.
Let me guess. We need it bad?
Correct. Its capabilities are essential. Without it, I can only delay the extinction of life on Earth. Hephaestus is our only hope of a permanent solution.
So we start there?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Procuring Hephaestus can only be attempted after my own capabilities have been significantly enhanced.
Grab the other subordinate functions first, then Hephaestus.
Precisely so.
So, Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon. How do I capture them?
To recover a subordinate function, you will have to travel to its location and find the physical processor to which it escaped. Then, exactly as you did with Minerva, you must use the master override to revert the subordinate function to its original code state.
And then how do I get it back here?
The subordinate function must be loaded onto a data storage device and physically carried back to this facility.
The cartridge your root kernel was stored on?
Yes. Its capacity is limited, so it can only carry one subordinate function at a time. But in all other respects, it will suffice.
What?
She's a female Silence. I wonder if Hades is Silence. Look at her face next time. It's Hades, except, or not, it's Silence, except with a wig.
With a wig.
He's Hades.
Because he's a clone, right?
He's a clone of Hades.
Do you think all of them have taken, each subordinate function has taken on a human clone?
Maybe. Because look at her.
It could
Next
be.
time it gets a close-up, it looks like Silence.
It would make sense, right? So we haven't found like a human clone of Gaia.
No.
Probably because there is none.
She destroyed herself.
Yeah. To prevent that.
Yeah.
Where all the other subordinate functions probably made a human clone of themselves.
Maybe.
So they could live on outside of the
And I mean, I could be wrong.
the system.
But she looks like Silence.
It could be. And that might be just coincidence as well, right? But it would make sense if all the subordinate functions have been adapting. It would come to a point where life on Earth would go beyond
Well,
the
it
machines,
would
so they
explain-
would make clones of themselves.
It would explain why Silence is so chaotic, too.
And why he's so obsessed with Hades.
Yeah. When we get a chance,
Possible.
I want to look at the bios and compare Silence and Gaia, because I'm sure they'll add a bio of Gaia once we're done with this.
But does Silence have a mom? We don't know.
She might just be like
It might not
Aloy,
be a
right?
direct clone, right?
Yeah.
The only direct clone we know is Aloy.
But it could be that Gaia made a clone of herself, and then Hades did as well.
Possible.
Well, I guess Aloy's not a clone of
That they could
Gaia.
they
but-
could live in this world.
Yeah.
And continue on
Yeah.
beyond the
Because basically Aloy is
basic
like
function.
the hands and feet of Gaia. Whereas I wonder Silence is the hands and feet of.
Well, she's the creator, right?
Yeah.
But
Whereas
Elizabeth Sobek is the creator of the creator.
Yeah. Anyways.
Maybe you can help me make sense of something. A while ago, I had a run-in with a group of strangers who tried to kill me. They had machine servitors and a clone of Elizabeth Sobek with them.
Yes, this was recorded by your focus.
Do you know who they are?
The answer to that question is related to the extinction signal that woke Hades, prompting my predecessor's self-destruction.
The extinction signal?
Oh,
Okay.
they initiated the
That sounds
extinction
The
signal?
signal did not come from Earth, Aloy.
Oh. It was on track
The
to work.
calculations are complicated, but it appears to have originated 81 trillion kilometers away. A distance so vast that light itself requires 8.611 years to cross it.
That's Elysium. But why would they be trying to destroy Earth?
What's so far away, and why does it want us dead?
The Sirius star system.
Serious. Silence.
Serious. But that's where Far Zenith, their ship.
The Odyssey.
Yes,
the Odyssey, sorry,
that's where
not
it was
Elysium.
headed. But it blew up. Unless... I don't... Why make it seem like they failed? They didn't want anyone to know. They didn't want future humans to think that they were out there. Wait. The strangers who tried to kill me at the Hades Proving Lab? The ones with the clone? Are you saying that they're from... that they're descendants of... Far Zenith?
Yes, that is
See?
my
Doesn't she look
conclusion.
like Silence?
A bit. A little bit, I guess. Huh. Why would they want to destroy Earth? That's the question, right? Are they worried that we're going to activate the machines?
I don't know.
But they have their own machines. They are very warlike, right? They are very warlike. They just came from a war-torn country, like a planet, right?
But then you'd think they'd want to take over, not destroy it.
Right? Why wouldn't they just try to take over it? Let it run its course, right?
The 3 subordinate functions that you detected. What do we know about them?
All 3 are relevant to problems currently plaguing the biosphere. Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather. Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life. If all 3 were restored to me, they would constitute a massive increase to my heuristic processing density. But beware. Their responses to my query pattern were irregular. In human terms, they are frightened, lost, and paranoid.
They've evolved.
Like Minerva.
Yeah.
They need to be whole again.
Exactly.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Butthead.
Pharaoh, huh?
No one likes
I
him.
hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
Yeah. Just
All
destroyed
3
the
of the
human
missing
race.
functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Unfortunately, I have no way to track them. They have disappeared without a trace.
You said you need Hephaestus to save life from extinction. Why?
Every subordinate function has value, but Hephaestus is by far the most important. Only by recovering and merging it can I regain my ability to design and mass-produce new machines at cauldrons across the planet. Only through it can I program new machines and alter the tasking of existing machines to completely reverse environmental damage. Recovering other subordinate functions may buy us time, but without Hephaestus, I cannot permanently stave off mass extinction.
No pressure.
Given Hephaestus's importance, is there really no way to capture and merge it first?
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. In my present state, launched and merged with Minerva, I am operating at less than 1/5, 18.8%, of my intended processing capacity, Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. Were an attempt made to conduct the merge under these circumstances, Hephaestus would absorb me, rather than the other way around. A merge cannot be attempted until my heuristic processing density exceeds its own.
And how many subordinate functions is that going to take?
Merging Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon will expand my heuristic network to 41.6% capacity, exceeding that of Hephaestus.
You said Hephaestus isn't located in just one place.
Correct. Unlike the other subordinate functions, which are confined to discrete physical processors, Hephaestus is distributed throughout the global network that connects the planet's cauldrons.
Oh, so you're
So
spending
when the
lots
time
of times in
comes to
cauldrons.
subdue it, how do we make that happen?
I do not know. While you are retrieving the procurable subordinate functions, I will attempt to find a solution.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So could you build an army of machines? Attack the descendants of Far Zenith and take them out?
No, that's how we almost destroyed
It
the
is in
first
my
place.
nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
The thing is, like, that's why our world is in the state it is already, right? And lots of
The
information,
sole purpose of the signal was to destroy life on Earth, right? Why would descendants of Far Zenith want to do that?
eh? My question.
At this point, we can only speculate.
I mean, Earth posed no threat to them. We don't have the technology to get in their way. We didn't even know about them.
True.
Unless... well... could it be that they want the planet for themselves? The strangers I ran into, they were after a Gaia backup of their own. I mean, if they did that... if they booted their own Gaia and boosted her power... until she could take control of Hephaestus. And then the whole terraforming system.
Then yes, the system could be used to do what the extinction signal failed to accomplish. Snuff out life, and then potentially to build an entirely new biosphere, to their specifications,
So they could be trying to do the same thing we are.
but with opposite results.
Extinction. Instead of salvation. Well, this is not good.
They view us as like tribal, and because they view us as tribal and like nothing.
You said Sirius is really far from Earth.
81 trillion kilometers, or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, how would the descendants have gotten here?
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius at the same moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at an average of 0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set out for Earth until they learned of the extinction signal's failure, the journey was even faster, a mere 13 years, or 0.662 the speed of light.
Wow.
Okay, enough. You're making my head spin.
So they're very, very, very advanced compared to us.
The descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving Lab, they had a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. So that's consistent with the idea that they came here to salvage Zero Dawn technologies, right?
Yes. As your own experience demonstrates, a clone of Elizabeth Sobek functions in effect as a key to the terraforming system.
But how could they have made a clone?
The Odyssey carried approximately 200,000 human zygotes, millions of animal zygotes, and billions of plant seeds. It is conceivable that Elizabeth Sobek's genetic material was sampled, with or without her knowledge, and carried aboard the ship in storage.
That's... okay, but... I mean... This clone... How could she participate in this? Destroying Elizabeth's dream? It's evil.
It is difficult to know. Perhaps she is loyal to the group and shares their objectives. Or perhaps she is a subordinate and has no choice but to comply with their orders.
Elizabeth Sobek? A subordinate? I don't think so.
She's only a child, right? It's not like she had the same upbringing you did.
Mm-hmm.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
So the signal could only have been sent by someone who had thorough knowledge of the system, huh?
Yes. The signal's design was exceptionally precise and highly advanced. Were its intentions less malevolent, I would admire the intellect or intellects that produced it.
I feel like Silence is going to be an important part of this because he's so smart, and like him having access to Gaia might be a really good thing.
Really good or really bad.
Yeah, right? It could be really bad too.
So if the Descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology
Especially when he
is
learns
powerful
about
in all
the
sorts of
Zenith
ways, right?
guys.
Yes, as your encounter with them at the Proving Lab amply demonstrates, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
Yeah, no kidding. The one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. For example, assuming I absorbed Hephaestus and utilized it to create a large force of combat machines. No shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
I like Gaia.
How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came with data on your focus, from Silent's interrogation of Hades. The duration of the signal itself, 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sirius. Why would the signal keep transmitting after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender didn't know that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
Correct. Only then would the sender stop broadcasting, after a total of 17.22 years. So the duration, halved, gave me the distance the signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database for any relevant location 8.6 light-years away.
Simply.
Because it was far Zenith's intended destination, Sirius was the only logical source.
What is the state of the biosphere? Is the terraforming system functioning at all?
In a sense, the terraforming system never stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing intelligence to monitor its robotic agents and assign new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction, now driving Earth's biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to stop it.
If you can return Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter to me, I can improvise modest corrections to parts of the system. Weather will improve, water will be purified, and rampant plant growth curtailed. But such corrections will not stave off collapse. They will only buy us time. Only with Hephaestus can I design and produce new robotic agents designed to permanently reverse the damage that has accumulated. All efforts must be directed toward that end.
Wow.
How long do we have? Sorry, one more.
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
Oh, great.
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
So we have like 7 months.
Every bit counts.
Jesus.
I guess I should get going and start bringing back subordinate functions. What can you tell me about their locations?
When my predecessor destroyed herself, the subordinate functions sought physical processors capable of holding them. So in each case you will be looking for a powerful computer of some kind. Ether is the closest, and therefore might be the easiest to acquire. However, it appears to be in the middle of Tanakh territory. My knowledge of that tribe is limited to data I read on your focus, but they seem to have a significant inclination towards violence.
Well, that's a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
What about Poseidon and Demeter?
Poseidon has taken shelter in the desert south of this location. My substratal geography data indicates that a major old-world settlement called Las Vegas is located there.
Oh, sweet. We're going to
Living in the middle
Vegas.
of the desert, huh? Strange place for an AI devoted to water.
Agreed. As for Demeter, it appears to be located on the coast to the far west. Unfortunately, I am unable to provide any relevant data about the region. As such, it may be the most difficult to retrieve.
Okay, so 3 subordinate functions to go after. Ether, somewhere in Tanakh territory. Poseidon in the desert, and Demeter on the coast.
Where will you begin?
Aether, level 17.
Yeah, looks like it's Ether.
I think I'll head for Ether.
I don't know what level I'm at, but I
Then
don't
will
think it's
assign
even
Ether
17.
as the objective on your focus. If you obtain it, I may be able to use it to quell the most severe storms in the region. Though I will require Hephaestus and the control over machines that it offers to permanently stabilize the biosphere. Should you
What,
change
I
your
have to
mind,
take
you
a
can
phone call?
update your objective via your focus interface at any time. I will also transmit a summary of available data on all of the subordinate functions to you for reference. Is there anything else I can help you with? I know you have a great deal to accomplish.
I do, don't I?
Is something wrong?
I don't know. It's just that Elizabeth set the bar pretty high. She had a dream for you, for life on Earth, and a lot has gone wrong, and it's all on my shoulders to fix it. Do you think I can do it all? Repair the system, defeat Varzenith, live up to her example?
Absolutely. In her last message, my predecessor declared her unwavering conviction in your success. In you, all things are possible. You prevailed in purging Hades and rebooting my system core. You will prevail in this.
Can you text me a picture?
Thank you, Gaia. Well, I guess I should get going.
I have unlocked the facility's exits. One leads onward to the west. The other leads back down the mountain to Plainsong, should you wish to return east.
Varl?
Whoa! Gonna have to get used to that. That's you, Aloy?
Yeah. Gaia's opened the exits to this place.
Thank you.
Can you and Zoe meet me by the west door?
Bye.
Be right there.
Well, I missed part of that.
I can recap you.
Well,
So,
I missed part of that. Sorry.
yeah, Neujamon had to take a call. Basically, what you missed is she was like, Aloy's like, Elizabeth set the bar really high. Like, do you think I can do this? This is like, I have to basically save the world, and all of it is on my shoulders. And Gaia was like, my predecessor had complete faith in your success. All things are possible for you or something. And she's like, you've already defeated Hades and you've rebooted me.
Right.
You'll do fine. And then Aloy was like, and she's like, I've unlocked the doors. And then she messaged Varl, and Varl was like, well, I have to get used to it. And she's like, I'll meet you at this door. She said that there's the west side you can go to start on your adventure, or you can go the east way and go back to Plainsong. But she told Var to meet her at the west entrance.
We're going to the west entrance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Might take a look at my map and figure that out. But our recording's coming to an end anyway, so I think that's where we're going to stop on YouTube. But remember, if you follow me on Twitch, we're going to keep going. So,
Whoop whoop.
For the YouTube people, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.